Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shubhangi. Today I am going to make this beautiful round tea light holder. Friends, if you are new to my channel and seeing this video for the very first time, I would request you to please take time to subscribe to my channel, and if you have already subscribed, so please don't forget to hit the like button if you like this video. So the things that you need to make this are Shunya toolkit, Shunya's tea light holder. So I have used this round tea light holder. You can use any round tea light holder with a size approximately 4 inch to 5 inch. Friends, I'm starting up with a base coat. I'm using this regular paintbrush and any regular acrylic paint, or if you want to use, you can use chalk paint as well. So I'm using Fevicryl acrylic black color here, and after it is completely dry, I'm starting up with magenta color. I'm using Folk Art multi-surface paint, magenta color shade, and I'm using this fine dotting tool and dipping my tool into the paint and making tiny dots around the tea light part. Friends, you have to make equal size dots, so you have to dip your tool into the paint each time for making the dots. If you don't do so, then the size of the dots will change with time. It will become smaller, and which will not look good later on. So friends, now for the second row I'm using white color, or you can use any other off-white, cream color that you have, or even pearl white color will be fine. So what I'm doing, I'm just dipping my tool into the paint and making the dots between the two dots of the previous row. So as you can see how I'm doing it here. Try to make dots slightly bigger than the dots of the previous row. So friends, for the third row I'm using teal blue color. So I'm using Folk Art multi-surface paint with this shade. You can get similar teal blue color with any other brand. As I've seen, you can get Fevicryl teal blue color as well. So friends, what I'm doing, I'm just dipping my tool into the paint and making the dots between the two dots of the previous row, just as we have done before. And here also we have to make slightly bigger dots than the previous row. Try to make the dots as close as possible. Friends, now I am using yellow ochre color. You can use any other shade of yellow, but I really like this deep color of yellow. It's not very bright as it looks. It is very subtle and very deep in color as compared to lemon yellow or any other yellow color shade. So I really like this shade, and I'm using slightly bigger tip of the dotting tool and making slightly bigger dot than the previous row. So friends, as we have done the centermost part, now I am proceeding towards the peripheral area, and I'm making some bigger dots with my bamboo tools, and I'm using magenta color again, as we have done in the innermost circle, and I'm making a cross shaped structure. As you can see, you can easily remove. If you make any mistake, you can use this q-tip or earbud, or you can use any cloth, and you can also use you can use a scale and mark it before with a marking pencil, but I'm doing freehand here. So you can see I've done cross, and then I am making some dots in between these dots. Friends, I'm making some tiny dots around these bamboo tool bigger dots. So I'm using white color, and I'm making similar size dots. I'm not doing running the dots as I normally do before. I am just trying to make similar size dots, some slightly bigger, not very tiny, but similar size dots, as you can see. So the shape will remain circular, it will not become a petal shaped structure, it will remain circular as the shape of the inner dot. Friends, now I'm using this teal blue color, and I'm making again, I'm surrounding it with similar size dots, and trying to make the dots between the two dots of the previous white color row. So in both these circles, I'm trying to make similar size dots, and so that the shape of this will remain circular, it will not become petal shape. So friends, here after this, the third row, I'm doing the running the dots, and so that the shape becomes more petal. I'm using magenta color here. So as you can see, I am making a dot on the top part of this whole structure, and then I am just running the dots with the same amount of paint, so that the size of the dots keep on decreasing from top to the bottom. Friends, in the meanwhile, what happened, my camera just stopped, and I was unable to capture my outermost white color petal. So I'm just showing the last petal that I'm doing it here. I'm using the uh, most bigger most part of the fine dotting tool, and then dipping my paint, and just running the dots as I'm doing it here. So you can check how beautiful this is coming out. And then I am just doing the reverse pattern, and I'm from inner part of the petal to the outer part, or you can say from the bottom part to the top tip of this petal. I am using yellow ochre color, and just running the dots with this paint. You can just wait for a while to let the stone completely dry, because it becomes very difficult to work in the periphery part. Sometime you can just accidentally fall the tea light, and you can just wipe off all the paint. So to avoid such accidents, you can just let it dry completely, so that you can grip it properly, and you can enjoy your dotting. So friends, I'm covering all the sides of this mandala with yellow ochre color, and doing the reverse pattern of running the dots. And now I am proceeding and doing similar pattern of reverse running the dots from inner to the outer part, and I'm using magenta color here. Let it dry completely, and then you can proceed. If there is no space, then you can leave it here also, but if there is space, then you can just fill it completely. Friends, this is a very small design, and a very pretty pattern that you can hardly do within half an hour or so. It will not take much time to complete the stone. So there was some space still left, but I thought of just letting it dry completely, and until then I thought of making some top dots. So in the magenta color, I'm doing yellow ochre color. The intention of doing top dots is to give it a very beautiful dimension. So you can two top dots with very different contrast colors. You can use some very different colors, like you can use golden color also to give it a beautiful festive look. And friends, as I think I have completely dried my paint, so I am trying to finish the peripheral part, and I'm using teal blue color. As you can see, I'm using different angulation here, and as you can see how I am just running the dots from the inner to the outermost part. Friends, we are almost towards the end of this video, and I want to thank you all for helping me out to make this channel a really big hit. And I am really grateful for all the support that you are giving, and I hope to reach my milestones of 2000k subscribers very soon. Friends, if you are new to this channel, and if you are very new to this art form, I would like to tell you that this is a very beautiful art form, and that you can do anytime, and you don't need much equipments. You can try out with some basic things around you, and you also don't need too many paints. You can just start off with 2-3 colors that you have, acrylic colors. I hope you enjoy my video, and let me know in the comment section what you think about this tea light holder that I have made. So friends, my tea light is completely done, and I will varnish it with spray varnish, or you can also use resin to protect the colors. But as of now, I am planning for the spray varnish, and I absolutely love the colors that are coming out of it. What do you think? I'm just waiting for your comments. I hope you enjoy the video. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.